Only 2 months ago, I was still on 80 milligrams of prednisone, a slew of inhalers, and a handful of meds. 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with chronic asthma, chronic bronchitis, so that the whole respiratory system was affected. And not too long ago, I was told that my lung capacity was only 25%, and I needed to walk around with an oxygen tank for the rest of my life. And I was coughing nonstop. I went to Dr. Joe's progressive workshop only 2 months ago, and everything clicked together. I had done quite a bit of reading on all these principles, but he brought it together and something clicked in my brain and in my heart. I went home, and although I know he advises not to throw out your meds, that's exactly what I did. I went through the worst healing crisis, but every morning I had a date with the divine at 6 a.m. Only the blessings of the energy centers, only that, every single day. And I'm here today off all the meds, rarely use a little bit of one of the puffers. So if I could do it after 10 years, anybody can do it. The buoyancy story happened this week when Dr. Joe asked us to think of an object we wanted to dimensionalize. And I couldn't decide between one of those meditation blindfolds or a seashell. And as I was in that meditation, I said, either or, I know we have to be precise, either or just surprise me, something that I really wanted, and it's gonna be like my birthday and it's a surprise. So the next morning I was in the water, and I don't know why I thought of trying to float again. So I'm a marathon swimmer. A few years back, I swam across Lake Ontario for 13 and a half hours, 33 kilometers, to raise money and awareness for abused children. And I trained really hard for about a year and 3 months, up to 10 hours of continuous swimming. The only problem was that I wasn't buoyant. And as you swim throughout the night, you have to stop to get electrolytes, and I mean, they're being thrown to me in a bottle. But I couldn't float. I was never able to float. I grew up close to the Black Sea, which has a really high content of salt, and I would sink even in extremely salty water. Well, Lake Ontario is not salty, but still I couldn't float. So I almost didn't get to do the swim, but I did it. And the only way for me to rest a little bit was to just tread the water. So then the other morning, I don't know why I thought of it. I said, let's give it one more try. And I'm buoyant now. I can float. So to me, this means that my biology, my chemistry has changed. I floated on my back, and not only did I float, I started laughing. So I was on my back, and I go, oh, I'm buoyant. And I didn't sink. So that's proof to me that we changed it. I went out there and came back in another slice of reality where I'm still me, I'm still a great swimmer, but now I'm buoyant, I can float. I think it was because I've always, since I was a little girl, all of my friends could float and I couldn't. And when I said surprise me, something that I really want, but it's gonna be like my birthday present.